How did the Sarasota and Manatee County housing market do in April? This is Beth Helvey with Compass Real Estate. I hope you're doing good today. So as expected, the average sale did go up in April. We've been seeing this. It's not been the crazy amounts we saw in the past couple of years. It's just a normal year-over-year increase that we're seeing. Closed sales were down in April. Again, perfectly normal for us. Most of our snowbirds go home around Easter time and we see a decrease in sales. Pending sales, which is the number of properties that went under contract in April, did increase. That means that we're going to see more sales in May, June, and July because our pendings are increased. That is also normal for us to see. Now, interestingly enough, for the first time in almost 2 years, there's been an increase in pending sales in condos in both counties. So condos are back on the rise. As we've been seeing, the days to contract is taking longer. That is what happens with a balanced market. Our balanced market is almost there. We're at about 3.5 months of inventory. A balanced market for our area is between 4 and 5 months. People are pretty happy at 3.5 months, but we'd like to see a little bit more inventory. When you have more inventory, it does take a little bit longer to go to contract just because of all the competition around you. Now, the days to contract did come down from March to April because our snowbirds go home in April. So that's when they gobble up their properties, is before they go home. Also why there was an increase in pending sales. Not unusual for us to see around here. Now, interestingly enough, the number of people who paid cash for their properties went down. That means the single family homes went down 19% in cash sales and 26% in condo sales. So more people paid for their purchase with a loan than with cash. Now, the reason we're seeing this is because the interest rates have stabilized. You know, they're not where they were before. They're still in the sixes, but they're not bouncing all over the place like they were a few months ago or earlier in the year. And people are now accepting the fact that we're probably going to be in the sixes for interest rates. They may come down. They may come down below 6, somewhere into the high 5s. People are still predicting this, but they're not going to go into the 4s, and they're certainly not going to be in the 3s. And people are willing to get a loan because the interest rates are stabilizing. You know, you don't get your pre-approval on Monday and then go under contract on Friday and the interest rates have dramatically climbed. We're just not seeing that. People are comfortable with the sixes and the fact that things are stabilizing as far as interest rates go. Now, the foreclosure and short sale. Last year, people kept telling me, I'm going to wait for the market to crash. And it hasn't. It hasn't crashed. So the number of foreclosures and short sales is down in Sarasota County, and we had one more foreclosure in condos. So we went from 3 in 2022 to 4 in 2023. So it was an increase of 1 to 4 total condo foreclosures and short sales. So both of them are included in there. For single family homes, there was a total of 7. So we're just not seeing that crash that people were hoping or predicting would happen. So what does that mean for you? Sellers, it's going to take you a little bit longer to sell your property. We knew this. You know, from the moment you put your property on the market to when you go under contract may take longer, and you just have to adjust, which means starting at the market where your pricing should be, making sure you've got professional photography, making sure you're ready for those buyers to come through, and making sure you keep your property neat and tidy. Buyers, it's still the same thing. You do need to make sure you've got that pre-approval or proof of funds, because if that property you've been eyeing has a decrease in price, and then you go to put an offer on it, there is a possibility you will be in competition. We are seeing some multiple offers out there again, especially after a price decrease. So make sure you've got everything ready to go, because sellers are no longer, most of them, are no longer accepting properties without proof that you can actually buy it. Believe it or not, we were doing that before, and these days we're seeing more and more sellers want proof before they take their property off the market that their buyer can actually pay for it. So please take a look at the stats. They're going to be in the body of this below. Make sure you take a look at them. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. This is Beth Helvey with Compass Real Estate, and I hope you have a great day today. Bye now.